My friend, 2 seconds. Please scroll down, click that like and follow button, 100% free to play, and check my Discord because if you have any questions, I will help you there. Okay, let's go into the video. Hey guys, and welcome back on my YouTube channel. In today's video we're gonna make a tier list for the fighting souls. So for those who don't know, the fighting souls are basically the thing you're gonna put here in the right bottom corner, which is basically passives that you're gonna apply to your whole team or the character that holds the fighting soul. I want to discuss about them, rank them individually, and see what do I think. Again, it's my opinion. If you have different one, I appreciate every comment. Write to me, speak to me. Thank you. So before we even start, right? Before we even start, every single one of them will be S tier. What do I mean? There will be scenarios that every single one of them will be better than another one. There will be fights, teams that all of them will have different ways of working. One of them might be useless against X team. One of them might be completely broken against another team, and the one that was useless becomes better because this one is worse because this works. Like, you get my point. So let's start this by simply saying that all of them are S tier. We're just gonna discuss about which effect sounds on and is basically on paper for me the most broken one. But again, there will be a lot of them that are, you know, good in different situations against PvP, PvE, bosses, groups, combos, fires, elemental advantages. So again, this tier list is not to say this is the best, wherever you're gonna use it will always be the best. It doesn't work like that. But you ask me which one do I think is the best, sounds the best, etc. So in this video we're gonna go through it. Now, first of all, we're gonna start with checking them, and also I'm gonna explain you how to get them. So first of all, how do you get the fighting souls? The very easiest ones, the original ones, you're gonna get them from the global operation, from trial grounds. Very easy. I think the first one will give you one. I can't even check which one will give you which anymore, but basically most of them you're gonna get here. And then once you get all of them from the trial grounds, the next ones you're gonna receive in the inverse world by simply getting a specific amount of points. I think every level it will be level 16 or 15. Is it 16 or 15 here? It was 16 as well. So yeah, every level 16 will give you a fighting soul. Now if we go back, if we go back here, promote here, there you go, up. If you click on change, it will also show you all the existing ones. So for example, assault is from the inverse world, but shelter, martial, echo, broken formation, fast chant are all from the global trial, whatever. So let's check them one by one. First of all, you can level them up. As you can see, every single one of them will have base, 2 stars, 5 stars. How do you level up? Well, basically, you click on it and you click level up, and you're gonna need the shards of the same fighting soul to level them up. How do you get those? Is very simple. Some of them can be obtained in the trial. As you can see here, I still have 100 remaining. Here I have 200. Basically a golden chest at the very end, it will be 100 shards per chest. Now, as you can see, it will end, so you won't be able to 5-star all of them. So how do you get copies of them? Well, you're gonna get the copies in divination. If we go to loot table, basically, as you can see here, all of them are here. Like, there's plenty of them that already looted and basically leveled up. Like for example, the fast chant, I got most of them here. From what I saw, you can get 1, 5, 10. I think there's like different numbers. As you can see, 5, 15. So yeah, you have a chance to get 15 at once, 5, and then obviously 1. That's the only way that I found so far to basically level them up. So that's how you're gonna level them up, and you're obviously also gonna need gold. But besides that, that's it. That's the full explanation. First of all, you're gonna loot them. There are two ways of looting them. If you don't loot them, you can still pull them from the divination and then assemble. Like for example, if I don't manage to get this one, I'm guessing I can assemble it if I get the copies from the divination. I think so. Wait, I don't know. Can you actually get it without even... I don't even have copies of it, to be honest. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if you can actually get the shards if you haven't unlocked it. That's something to be checked. But anyway, let's go through them all. First of all, we have let's start on the very first one that is on my tier list. We're gonna start by Shelter. Shelter is basically a fighting soul that you're gonna want to put on a tank, because first of all, the statistics, you're gonna have HP bonus and crit resistance, and on top of that, the skill, the base is that when the battle begins, all teammates gain a shield that absorbs damage equal to 12% of their max HP. One character only. What does it mean? What I already tested is whenever it says one character only one character will trigger this specific effect, which, like for example, I tested to put the Shelter on multiple heroes. You won't have a shield of 40%. It's only one shield, 12%, that's it. 2 stars. When the battle begins, all teammates gain a shield that absorbs damage equal to 60% of their max HP. So basically, you're just gonna increase from 12 to 16%. However, 5 stars becomes really interesting. When receiving a crit damage, the fighter has a 100% chance to gain a shield that absorbs damage equal to 8% of their max HP. If you put that on a tank, it can be thousands, millions, depending on the level or how far you are in the game. And since you're obviously gonna put it on a tank, teammates have a 30% chance to receive the same effect, trigger interval 10 seconds. I think this is completely stupid how strong it is. Why? Because in PvE, you can restart the game, restart the fight, like infinite. You can have it all the time. So basically, even though it's written 30%, you can just basically restart it till you actually trigger it properly. And it might save the line of your whole backline. Because again, 8% of a huge tank might be 50% of your damage dealers. So again, I think it's really, really powerful. And there's a lot of stages that it actually saved my life or helped me to pass it. So I would say it S. And it's also very good in most of the content. In PvP, I can easily see how it works, especially that everyone is running a Bison right now. In PvE against bosses or whatever, when there's some AoE damage, you also have heroes that trigger whenever the game starts with the assist position. So overall, I think it's a very good one, worth investing in and worth having it on your tank. Then we're gonna go into Broken Formation. So me personally, Broken Formation, I use him on my Mad Ryu or on my Kami, depending how the combo works. But basically, I'm gonna put this on whoever starts the combo, which is the super, because damage increased by 80% one time if the target HP is higher than 80%. So for example, in the guild content, I always put that on Ryu because he will kill someone and restart the Hadouken, whatever, it restarts it all the time. So to be quite honest, 80% of the time, my Ryu has the fighting Broken Formation soul. Like 80%, I don't even switch it, he almost have it always, because my Ryu, how I want him to work and how I set him up is make sure that he gets to a point when the first line tank has 20%, so he kills him with the combo 3, and from there on he just one-shots the back line, especially thanks to this fighting soul. So I think it's very good for PvP, but you're gonna need speed, and it's also very good for PvE if you want to, like, you know, destroy the lines, right? However, I don't know if it works properly against bosses, because you don't really know how it counts the boss's life since it's always so high. But overall, again, I think it's A. I wouldn't say it's as good as Shelter because it's not as polyvalent. Polyvalent? You cannot use it like everywhere all the time. Sometimes I have to change it from Ryu, but overall I think it's very, very strong. Next one will be Echo. So death bonus 10%, crit resilience 7%, and again it kind of sounds like a tank fighting soul. When receiving healing, the fighter is additionally healed for 12% of their missing HP. Trigger interval 8 seconds. I think this is something very good if you want to build like an immortal team with Bison. And then 2 stars when receiving healing, the fighter. Okay, so this is basically a 6% upgrade. And then increases healing received by 30% when the fighter's HP drops below 30%. Personally, at this stage in the game, since I have 0 healing, even though I start seeing that the healers are better and better, I never used Echo. I never used Echo because simply I don't have a healer. I don't care about what it does. I just don't like it. So for me, Echo is really not that great. I would even say the worst of fighting souls for me, my account right now. Then we're gonna go into Assault. Assault, I just got it, so we're gonna discover it with you. So we have attack bonus, death bonus, which is really weird because it's like a hybrid. I don't understand why you have attack and defense. So every 10th attack, so is it single attack, is it combo, deals extra damage equal to 150% of attack to the target. So since it's every 10th attack, you want a long fight, I think this will be the best against bosses, and I don't see that in PvP or PvE campaign because the fights are really fast. It's like literally max 2 whole combo combinations, the fight is over. You don't have the time to 10th attack, like, I don't know, and 150% of attack. Again, if it doesn't crit, it's not that great. So again, I don't like it. I don't forecast to use it for a very long time. And 5-star, when HP drops below 50% for the first time, the fighter performs 3 direct strikes, each link equal. So this is like a kamikaze, basically I almost gonna die. When the HP drops below for the first time. First time, okay. Imagine that if there was no first time, this was completely broken on Bison. Like he's always dropping below 20%. But since it's only first time, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't think it's that strong. Then we're gonna go into the fastest chant. I also really think that it's completely broken. Same as Shelter. For me, it's the strongest one. Speed is king in this game. The more speed you have, the more faster you're gonna launch your combo, the faster your units are, faster you attack, you kill faster, so speed is very good. So basically, fills the super combo gauge by 200 when the battle begins, 1 character only. So again, if you put 4 of them on all of your characters, you won't have infinite combo and you can't just click and spam it. At least I tried, didn't work for me. I don't know, maybe it works for you. Please explain us how to do it. 2 stars fills the super combo gauge by 400. Personally, I put it on Kami or Madryu, or even sometimes on Bison, depends. Like if there's like a specific combo I want to put and my hero is just way too slow, well, obviously not only you're gonna give him the speed, but the combo will be also growing faster. But most of the time, either my Kami or Zhongli has it. Zhongli? Shanli. And then 5-star normal attacks fill the super combo gauge by an additional 25. So obviously, since you want someone that attacks fast and super often, it has to go on the fastest unit. But I don't think the 5-star passive is that great. I just really like it for the speed, for the boost of 400 for this super combo, and basically helps you to go in, one shot, destroy, end of the battle. So I don't think that's like that great. I mean, if you have the 5-star, it will be good against the bosses. Again, The more you fight, the more you auto attack, whatever, the more you're gonna have the super combo gauge. But in fast attacks PvP, the 5-star doesn't matter. But the fighting soul itself is very strong and I really recommend it. Next, we're gonna have Martial. So Martial, I was using it on my Ryu when I didn't have enough of damage. Basically what it does, well, first of all, attack bonus and pressure, but increase damage by 4% for every 15% of the HP that the target misses. Why I was doing this on Ryu is basically before my Kami was setting up the target, and then just to make sure that my Mad Ryu one-shots the tank, he had this one. Because now my Mad Ryu is first to always attack. Most of the time my Mad Ryu is always first to go, so he has the other one, but before he had this one. And to be quite honest, now I don't really use the Martial fighting soul, but let's check the 5-star. So attacks ignore 12% of death when the target's HP is below 30%. I don't know, I just don't like it. First of all, it won't work on any of the bosses. Also, I don't know. I honestly just think it's not that great. It helps you at the beginning. Obviously the statistics like the attack bonus, pressure are great for the PS assassins. But it's just so hard to set up because either they're gonna be already dead when you launch the combo, or either they're gonna be full health, full HP, and you actually count to one-shot them. So it's not like you're gonna have someone with 50% HP waiting. At least you shouldn't. But yeah, if you have like maybe AoE, I think this will be the best for AoE teams. That's why I also don't use it, because in AoE teams, you're gonna constantly have a lot of people going slowly down in HP. And then, you know, I think this Martial is the best for AoE teams. I would not recommend it for single target teams. Okay. Then we're gonna go for the Wardance. The Wardance is obviously a healer one. After the battle begins, the friendly unit with the lowest HP percentage is inspired every 10 seconds, recovering HP equal to 90% of that unit attack. Then you're gonna increase it from 90% to 120, and then 5-star. After the restoration completes, that fighter dodges increased by 30% for second, which basically means that every 10 seconds you're gonna have more dodge by 30% for 4 seconds. So I think it's super broken for PvP. I think it's very good for guild boss. I don't think it's that great for campaign. But end game, I see how dodge and healing is broken. I really start to feel like healing buffs end game will basically, like, I think there will be soon a switch, especially for me, when you're gonna want to have Bison, 2 healers, a buffer, and it's just like an unkillable team. But again, we'll see how it works. I think it's very strong though. I really think it's very strong. I really like it, but it's not early game for sure. It's really not early game. Then we're gonna have this one. I still don't know how to get it. Like, it's usually written, where do you get it? Valiance and Tyrant. For now, you can't really get them, I guess. But let's just see. Each time an active skill is unleashed, the allied fighter with the highest attack receives a 10% damage increase for 7 seconds. This effect doesn't stack. And then it goes from 10%. Then it goes from 7 seconds to 10 seconds. And 5 stars. Every third violence triggered will take effect on all teammates. I think it's a boss thing. I honestly think it's a boss thing. It's definitely not a PvP one. Reckless, when taking damage, the fighter has a 10% chance to deal damage equal to 10% of the target's current HP to the attacker, up to 500% of the fighter's defense, trigger interval 7%. That might be actually completely broken on tanks in PvP or even the campaign, to be honest. And you can put it on multiple characters. So basically, if someone has an AoE team, you just put this on all of your heroes and they kill each other just by attacking you. Then again, you're gonna just increase the stats and the percentage. And the last one converts the counter attack damage to true damage. Ooh. Okay. Again, I think it might be really fun to like PvP defense, tank teams. Yeah, like broken, like, you know, super tanky teams would only heal, etc., where you don't do enough damage. You would put this to basically, like, you know, add more damage to it. And then Tyrant, apparently we still cannot get it. Gain 30 Tyrant attack up, so it's 65, so it will be 18% attack up. Upon entering the battle, every time the fighter deals damage, a stack of Tyrant is removed. Okay, number of initial stacks increased to 36. Okay, every 50 seconds the fighter receives a shield equal to 80% of the attack for 7 seconds. While the shield is active, the fighter gains 1 Tyrant every second, stacks up to 36. 18% attack with crit rate, crit damage. For me, this is like an amazing. This is, I think, completely stupidly broken. Not on, like, I would put it on every single of my damage dealers. It will give you 18% attack, crit rate, crit damage. So basically your first combo, you will make insane damage. And then if you don't kill everyone or whatever, you're gonna have a shield for 80% of your attack. And you're gonna recover your stacks. So I think it's really, really strong. But I don't know how to get it. We'll see. And yeah, that's it for now. That's all of them that we have. I don't think there's any more. I'm pretty sure they're gonna release new ones. I mean, if you go to Inverse World, where is it? Like, there is so many stages that I'm pretty sure, like, there's plenty to unlock. Maybe people already unlocked other ones. I just can't see it because I'm not far enough. So yeah, we'll see. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Let me know which one you prefer. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. Enjoy, ciao, bye bye. And it's already a long video. Love, peace, 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 peace.